of Rural Development and Local Government.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Speaker. Oh, Madam Speaker, how good it is to hear a naked cheer, a gallery, an attempt. The member for Barataria Sanwan is a good debater, and I always enjoy when he enters a debate, Madam Speaker. But I urge him, the same way I urge Caroni Central, please do a little research, Madam Speaker. I'm begging you, Madam Speaker. So let's go to the Economic Sanctions Act. Chapter 8105, an act number 15 of 1994. This is not the first time we're dealing with this, Madam Speaker. So let's go to the law, which is pellucidly clear, Madam Speaker. Let's go to the law. Imposition of economic sanctions. Section 4. The President may, for the purposes of implementing a decision, resolution, or recommendation by a regional or international organization of states, etc., make an order. I'm summarizing. Subsection 2. An order made under this section may exclude any person, property, etc. Subsection 3. Subject to subsection 5, an order made under subsection 1 shall, unless previously revoked, remain in force for 3 months. The Interpretation Act says 3 months is 3 calendar months. Subsection 4. Within 14 days, I'm going to bold, underline, and italicize the following words now. Of the commencement of an order made under subsection 1. Within 14 days of the commencement of an order made under subsection 1, the President shall deliver to the Speaker for presentation a statement. Before its expiration, subsection 5, under subsection 3, before its expiration under subsection 3, the order may be extended either indefinitely or for a specified period by a resolution simple majority. Madam Speaker, the reason why law is for lawyers is that the words commencement of have legal and purposeful meaning, Madam Speaker. And I read now from Legal Supplement Part B, Volume 62, Number 45, 27th of March 2023, at page 331. Legal Notice 83, Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Economic Sanctions Act, Chapter 8105, order made by the President under Section 4.1 of the Economic Sanctions Act. Madam Speaker, the commencement is the date of publication, the 27th of March 2023. The order happens to be dated on the 7th of March, Madam Speaker, as the end of the order says, Madam Speaker, 7th day of March 2023. But the commencement is the date of publication to the world in the legal notice number 83 under the Economic Sanctions Act, Madam Speaker.
Will the Honourable Member
Sure.
give way? Thank you very much. When I looked at the law, AG, because this is a very important matter and we should get it right, when you look at subsection 3 and subsection 5, it deals with the order, not the date of the commencement of the order. I understand subsection 4 deals with the commencement of the order in terms of the presentation of the statement of the President to the Parliament and then thereafter approving the resolution. But when you look at 3 and 5, it doesn't deal with the commencement of the order. It just deals with basically the date of the order. And that's the point I raised, that was the 7th of March.
I thank the Honourable Member for posing a very serious question, and I join him on the issue. I genuinely do. Thank you so much, Honourable Member, for the question. I wish to give comfort to the Honourable Member on this important issue. Number one, the precedent of the economic sanctions order for Iran on the last occasion. I've asked for the dates, but I'm told by the CPC's department that it was in similar fashion, i.e. commencement held the prevailing view for the calculation of time frame, as opposed to the date of the order. Secondly, Madam Speaker, for the record, if I can just say this, if we look at the dates themselves, let me put the dates on the record. So again, to treat with the commencement issue. Madam Speaker, on March 27th, as I told you before, we published legal notice number 45, which is legal notice number 83, in volume 62, number 45, the Gazette. So that was promulgated on that date, so as to comply with the mandate of the UNSCR. April 26, 2023 was when we actually treated with the resolution. So the 1 month was calculated, and this Parliament sat and we did the motion prior to the expiry of the 1 month time frame. And it is from that time frame, May 4th, the statement setting out the grounds was approved. Section 4 of the Act and order was made under 4.1. The order was approved on April 26th. The 3-month period will expire actually July 26, 2023. So just to assure my learned friend, all jest aside and the joy of debating aside, Madam Speaker, I thank the Honourable Member for the question, but I am guided by the CPC's department and precedent that we're well within the 3-month time frame and that we're not dealing with something that could get us into trouble, and that there is precedent behind it, Madam Speaker. I don't think that there's much more to address other than the issue posed by my learned colleague, and therefore I beg to move.
Honourable members, the question is, be it resolved that the order shall remain in force until such time as it is revoked. All in favour say aye. Aye. Any against? The ayes have it. So we go on to motion number 2, Minister of Rural Development and Local Government.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I beg to move the following motion standing in the name of the Attorney General, as Acting Attorney General. Whereas by Section 4 of the Economic Sanctions Act, Chapter 8105, the Act, the President may, for the purpose of implementing a decision, resolution, or recommendation by a regional or an international organization of states or association of states, of which Trinidad and Tobago is a member, that calls on its members to take economic measures against a foreign state, make an order with respect to A, the restriction or prohibition of any of the activities referred to in Section 5 in relation to foreign state, B, the seizing, freezing, or sequestration in the manner set out in the order, any property situated in Trinidad and Tobago that is held by or on behalf of 1, a foreign state, 2, a person in that foreign state, or 3, a national of that foreign state who does not ordinarily reside in Trinidad and Tobago. C, the exclusion of any person, property, goods, technical data, services, transactions, ships or aircraft, or any class thereof from the application of the order. And whereas there is grave concern about the extremely high levels of gang violence and other criminal activities, including kidnappings, trafficking in persons, and the smuggling of migrants, and homicides, and sexual and gender-based violence, including rape and sexual slavery, as well as ongoing impunity for perpetrators, corruption, and recruitment of children by gangs, and the implications of Haiti's situation for the region. And whereas the illicit trafficking and diversion of arms and related material of all types contributes to undermining the rule of law and respect for human rights, and can impede the provision of humanitarian assistance, and have wide-ranging negative humanitarian and socio-economic consequences. And whereas the need to prohibit the transfer of small arms, light weapons, and ammunition to non-state actors engaged in or supporting gang violence, criminal activities, or human rights abuses in Haiti, as well as to prevent their illicit trafficking and diversion. And whereas the situation in Haiti continues to constitute a threat to international peace and security in the region. And whereas the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is required by virtue of its international obligations to prevent and prohibit illicit financial flows, trafficking and diversion of arms and related materials of all types, illicit transfer, destabilizing accumulation and misuse of small arms and light weapons in all aspects which pose threat to international peace and security, cause significant loss of life, and contribute to instability and insecurity of the region. And whereas the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is a member of the United Nations, and whereas the United Nations Security Council has issued Resolution 2653 of 2022, requiring members of the United Nations to impose economic sanctions against entities and individuals listed pursuant to United Nations Security Council Resolution 2653 of 2022 concerning the Republic of Haiti. And whereas, by virtue of its membership to the United Nations, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is required to implement UNSCR 2653 of 2022, issued by the United Nations Security Council concerning the Republic of Haiti. And whereas it has become necessary to take measures to ensure compliance with our international obligations, and whereas the President signed the Economic Sanctions Implementation of United Nations Security Council Resolution 2653-2022 on the Republic of Haiti Order 2023 on the 6th of June 2023 and was published as legal notice number 168 of 2023 on the 12th of June 2023. And whereas the President, in accordance with Section 44 of the Economic Sanctions Act, Chapter 8105, did cause to be delivered on the 13th of June 2023 to the Speaker for presentation to the House of Representatives a statement setting out the specific grounds on which the decision to make the order was based. And whereas Section 44 requires the statement of Her Excellency the President to be debated as soon as practicable, but in any event not later than 1 month from the date of commencement of the order, be it resolved that the statement of Her Excellency the President, pursuant to Section 44 of the Economic Sanctions Act, Chapter 8105, setting out the specific grounds on which the decision to make the economic sanctions implementation of United Nations Security Resolution 2653 of 2022 on the Republic of Haiti Order 2023 was based, be approved. Madam Speaker, I dare say that we're making history today within the region. We are not unfamiliar.
Attorney General, may I just...
Yes, please.
Acting Attorney General, may I just ask you to pause for 1 minute, please? Okay, so that I would like at this stage, having regard to certain procedural matters, to take a suspension. We will resume here in half an hour. I'd like to speak to the whip and to the leader of the House in the meantime. Okay, so this House is now suspended. We'll resume here at 5:30.